from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. Coleman open on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
How about an RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
The give on the option. Hard running there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. There he goes. Touchdown Longhorns! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Cobb. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Nimrod. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Finding some room. At the 30. Inside the 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Brown will throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. A full dive to haul that one in.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
These guys aren't human able. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Running inside. It's Cobb. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Caught! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. He's at the touchdown, Texas. He got loose and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the point after is good. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of... carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hold and finds his man on the left.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Right back to him on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, Manning. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Townsend. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
3rd and 4. Manning to the air again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Calls his own number.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter.
Looking long. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown will throw it right down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Looking deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Manning. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going to try to get it himself. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Auburn lines up quickly.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting down.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now facing a 3rd and long. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Ready. Move.
Brown wants to pass. Works the middle. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback keeps it. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He'll go out of bounds at the 41, and that's the kind of return you look for to spark your offense. Is ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll run it. It's Cobb. Nice move there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Brown will throw it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Black 18. Black 18. Go, go.
The run inside. It smothers. Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. The 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the block and pick up a penalty like that. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Ready? Blue 30, blue 30. Jet. Ready, go.
And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That's just a... On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Ready? Black 88, black 88.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Go!
Here's Arch to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Ready, go!
Hand off for Brown. And he's knocked down.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Down, ready. Wide 20 up.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Go, go!
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Blue 85, blue 85, go, go!
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Going deep. Makes a deep grab. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to